I always say that, sometimes it takes a very long time until you find your purpose in life. I had the privilege of hosting an Israeli man who was in need of cardiac care at the Cleveland Clinic, and he lived by us for 2 months. It was through his appointments, through his grueling surgeries and schedules, and him being here in Cleveland, Ohio, all alone, that I realized he's just one of hundreds of thousands of people that need our help.
In creating the Israel Medical Fund, Rosie saw a challenge that was out there and quickly gathered resources in order to meet that challenge.
The Israel Medical Fund is an umbrella organization that is composed of 3 parts. One is the Next Step, which helps amputees in Israel get the right prosthetic limbs as well as the therapies associated with it. The second arm of the organization helps those in need of cleft lip. And the third part of the organization is Global Local Telemed, which provides, medical services to people.
The Irene Zehman Award is such a special tribute to a woman in our community that is an unsung hero.
This is the first time that this award has honored service outside of just our Cleveland community. But what Shoshana is doing is so reminiscent of the iconic example we always share about Grandma Irene, organizing women in her basement to wax kosher salamis to send to Jewish soldiers overseas.
Shoshana is responsible for raising the needed fund for the IMF, and therefore she's also responsible for founding all the activities that we do in the Israeli amputee community. She saw firsthand how important is what she's doing for the amputees in Israel.
Shoshana embodies the see the need, feel the need approach to volunteerism that my grandmother practiced and that this award upholds.
I was fortunate to live in Israel for 4 years after I got married, and it was straight from Israel that I moved to Cleveland. And yeah, it was an adjustment, but I feel like all my worlds come together between my volunteer work in Israel, my volunteer work in the Federation. I don't feel like it's separate living or separate lives. I feel like it's actually one big continuous cycle.
Whether it's her engagement at Hebrew Academy or as a member of National Young Leadership Cabinet, or her involvement with Women in Philanthropy, or just bringing our entire community together, Rosie understands it and truly lives the life of a woman of valor.
There would be nothing that would make me prouder than to see my children continuing in the path of giving. My son recently opened up a bank account for his bar mitzvah. He said to me, "Mom, please make sure to take 20% of the money that's in my account and give it to an amputee that needs."
We do this amazing ride in Israel where we have American athletes and the Israeli para-athletes all sharing the same course together. And it's an experience unlike anyone could ever imagine.
She's helping to change their lives and give them this opportunity to live a life that they would normally not be able to if not for the surgery or the medical help or the opportunity to live the life they can.
I feel very fortunate at the young age of 30 years old that I was able to co-found this organization, which is really a very important piece of who I am.
She's part of the YLD community. She's been unbelievably involved, and it's great to see the next generation stepping up and making a difference within the Cleveland and Israelis communities.
The Irene Zehman Volunteer Award goes to someone who represents the highest ideals of volunteerism. There is no better recipients than Rosie Dessler Jacobs.
It's the most humbling feeling in the world. For years, I've been hearing about the legacy that Irene Zehman had left behind, and I started reading up on her wonderful legacy and all the things that she did. Her entire life was just giving to others, so to be able to receive an award that's named after her is truly the greatest honor.
On behalf of the granddaughters and a great-granddaughter of Irene Ratner Zehman, we wish you the heartiest Mazel tov for such an incredible job well done. Thank you.
We love you and we thank you. And I'm especially appreciate everything you're doing for us.
Thank you, Rosie. Kol hakavod. And may this only be the beginning of our work together.
It's certainly a well-earned and well-deserved recognition of all the hard work you do, not only as a native Clevelandite, but globally around the world.
I'm honored to work with you and to call you my friend. And anyone who knows you knows how incredibly special you are. Mazel tov. Mwah.